Hey, what's up guys? Josiah Novak with thetruetransformation.com, and we're back again today with a topic around a nutrition / mental topic, and it's binge eating. I've been getting a lot of questions, not just from people who watch these YouTube videos, but from our clients who have dealt with binge eating and are struggling to overcome this cycle, right? It's like an endless up and down roller coaster ride that they're on, and they're just really concerned about how to get off, how to stop binge eating. I want to share with you about 5 or 6 tips that are going to help you maybe not completely overcome binge eating, but start to get on the right track. And these are tips that I've actually accumulated in my journey over the years, because if you don't already know, I used to be overweight. I wasn't always in great shape. I wasn't always a fitness guy. I struggled with nutrition. I struggled with binge eating and emotional eating for quite some time. And so the help that I got from other coaches, from other experts, are things that I want to share with you today, things that have helped me along the way and helped me stay away, or at least most of the time, overcome the problem that is binge eating. So before we jump in, I want to just make something super clear. And this is a lesson that I learned many years ago, but it's something to keep in mind. Just because you struggle with binge eating, just because it's something that you deal with on a regular basis, doesn't make you abnormal, okay? It doesn't make you stupid or a failure or anything like that. It's a common problem, all right? It's something that a lot of people deal with. A lot of people in the fitness industry deal with binge eating, but just don't talk about it, right? They do it behind closed doors. They do it in the privacy of their own home, and they don't share it with the public. I get it, because it's embarrassing for a lot of people. But I want you to understand that it's common. It's not something that only you deal with, or only a very tiny, small percentage of people deal with. A lot of people deal with it. So don't think that you're some special person that has some crazy problem. You can overcome this. A lot of people have, and I'm gonna share with you what I've done to help this problem that we often face called binge eating. All right, so tip number 1, and this is something I want to encourage a lot of you who are watching to do, is seek out professional help. Okay, what I mean by that is watching YouTube videos and learning from fitness experts like myself and guys who have overcome binge eating is a great first step, okay? But oftentimes binge eating requires real help, real professional help from psychologists, from therapists who can help you uncover what's causing a lot of your emotional turmoil that might be leading to binge eating. So I want to be crystal clear that seeking out therapy is actually a really good thing, okay? Especially when it comes to something like binge eating that is hard to control. A lot of our binge eating stems from trauma, from stress, from things that we're trying to bury deep inside that we need to uncover, we need to face. And oftentimes talking to someone, a therapist, someone whose professional career is helping you with things like this, can help tremendously, all right? And it doesn't mean you're like a weak person if you go seek help. In fact, I consider someone who talks to a professional who's willing to share their feelings, someone who's courageous, someone who has balls, right? That takes a lot of guts to go spill your secrets to other people that are just there to listen, who don't know you, right? Who are just these random people in a room. That takes a lot of courage. So if you feel like you've dealt with this for a long time and you've never really talked to someone about it, I would encourage you to seek out therapy. It can help tremendously in this process to overcome binge eating. All right, so step number 2 is, if you're in this binge eating cycle and you feel like you're on point for a while and then you slip up and you eat thousands of calories and you wake up the next day and you're just like, God, I'm such an idiot. What is going on? Why can't I do this? Why do I suck so bad? Why am I such a failure? Timeout, all right? It's time to stop treating yourself like crap, okay? Here's what I want you to picture, because it's hard for us oftentimes to think about our own battles and how we talk to ourselves and the way we treat ourselves. What I want you to start really working on is thinking about how you would treat one of your close friends or family members if they were struggling with this issue, all right? So if one of your best friends came to you and just said, hey, I'm really struggling with overeating. I can't stop binging on these foods. I get stressed at work, or I'm tired and I come home and I just indulge in thousands of calories and I'm really struggling with it. What do I do? You wouldn't go, oh, you idiot, you stupid, like blah, 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 start cursing them out, right? You wouldn't do that. You'd be more understanding. You'd be like, hey, you know what? It's cool. I got your back. Like, you can do this. Let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. You're not a failure. You're not an idiot, right? Let's work on it. You would treat them with respect. You would treat them with comfort. You would treat them with empathy. But we never do that with ourselves, right? We always are our own worst critic, our own worst enemy. We always get down on ourselves. We always beat ourselves up mentally and verbally, and we talk down to ourselves. It's time to stop doing that. If you find yourself constantly beating yourself up every time you screw up, I want you to start writing things down, okay? I want you to start taking a few minutes and just writing down some words of encouragement to yourself, as if you were writing to your best friend, as if you were talking to your closest loved one, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, whoever, someone in your life that you truly care about. What would be the things you would write to them? And I want you to write it to yourself. Because I'll tell you right now, even if it's subconsciously, if you're constantly beating yourself up, you're gonna rebel against that, all right? We oftentimes rebel against ourselves without even knowing it, because we're so hard on ourselves consciously, right? We're like, you idiot, God, you suck. Why do you keep doing this? And subconsciously, your brain, your emotional brain, goes, well, I don't like being talked to like that. I don't like being beat up verbally every day, every time I screw up. I feel really, really self-conscious about that. And it leads to even more binge eating, right? It leads to even more guilt and self-loathing. And that can just create a whole whirlwind of problems that are hard to overcome. So I really want you to take a time out, stop talking down to yourself, stop beating yourself up. Like I said earlier in the video, you're not special just because you deal with binge eating. A lot of us do. So don't think it's an uncommon problem. It's something a lot of us struggle with. You're not alone. All right, so stop beating yourself up. That's step number 2. All right, so step number 3 is we have to start uncovering what I call triggers. Okay, these are oftentimes events or feelings or emotions or parts of our week or our schedule, things that tend to trip us up and lead to binge eating. Right? Triggers could also be certain foods. I see this a lot of times with clients who start a nutrition plan, they're on track, they're doing really well, and because they're allowed to eat a variety of foods, they might take something home from the grocery store that isn't the perfect healthy food, but is something they think they control calorie-wise, but it leads to a binge, right? Because maybe it stimulates their appetite, maybe it brings on like this urge to just overeat. We have to start just taking notes and looking back at the data and figuring out, like, why did I binge, right? Was it because I was really stressed at work, or is it because I hate my job, or is it because I'm unhappy, or is it because I had an argument with someone, or I was stuck in traffic and I didn't have food prepared, and by the time I got home, I was just like famished and I had to have something? Is it because I carry too much junk food in the house? Is it because we have too much processed food sitting around that's easy to overeat? What are our triggers that we face that lead to a binge? Because if we don't know, it's hard to fix the problem, right? We might just go, well, geez, I don't know what's going on. Like every time I, look back at my nutrition log, I've binged and I have no idea why. But if we start to uncover like, oh, okay, this type of food typically leads to a binge. Or every time I eat Nutella, then I can't stop eating, right? Then we start to uncover why we're binge eating. And that can be super powerful. And that can help us get over these binge occurrences. All right, so step number 4 is learning to understand and educate on nutrition, all right? And this is a huge topic, and I've covered nutrition in other videos, but as a general rule of thumb, we never want to go too extreme with our nutrition plan. Meaning, we don't want to wake up every day and go, man, I'm not sure how much longer I can follow this nutrition plan. I'm not sure if I can make it to the end of the week. I can't wait to cheat on this diet. I can't wait to just eat normal again, right? Those are warning signs that we're going way too extreme with our nutrition. If we're not giving ourselves flexibility, if we're feeling too restricted in our nutrition plan, you're gonna start to rebel against that, right? You're gonna start to wish you had more freedom. And so when given the opportunity, you might binge, especially if you're prone to binge eating. So we have to be careful. We have to educate ourselves on a nutrition plan that's gonna work for us, not just today, not just tomorrow, not just this week, and not just for the next 12 weeks, but for the rest of our lives. There is no finish line. And I'm gonna talk about this later in the video, but we need to be educated. So what I would strongly encourage you to do is start to study nutrition, all right? Even if that means just hiring a coach, getting a program, watching a nutrition coach that gets great results with his clients. Find a avenue that can help you understand how calories work, how macronutrients work, how you can set up a nutrition plan that you can wake up every day and go, I can follow this, no problem. This feels great. I have enough flexibility. I don't feel restricted. I can enjoy some of the foods that I love, and I'm getting results at the same time. That's gonna give you a lot more just peace of mind, and you're not gonna feel like you're in this prison of a diet. And that's super important when it comes to psychological and mental strength around a diet. So that's tip number 4. All right, so tip number 5, and this is a strategy that I want you to use the next time you feel a binge coming on, all right? Because maybe you get home and it's been a long day and you're pretty great with your nutrition all day, and you start to watch the game or a movie, and you feel that dread start to creep in, that, oh God, I'm about to binge. I'm really hungry. I could go eat a whole pint of ice cream. I could order a whole pizza right now. And like, that common feelings start to creep in, and you start to worry. What am I going to do? How am I going to control this? I feel like I'm about to get out of control. So I have this rule that I actually use in getting my clients to go to the gym, and it's called the 10-minute rule. And I want to apply it to this scenario as well. What the 10-minute rule is giving yourself 10 minutes of doing something that might be a little bit uncomfortable, and then seeing how you feel after 10 minutes. And when we apply it to the gym, a lot of times people struggle just to step foot in the gym, right? It's just getting to the gym is the hardest thing. So I say, go work out for 10 minutes. And if after 10 minutes, if you want to go home, then go home, right? No worries, no guilt, just pack up and leave. But normally what happens is after 10 minutes of working out, they say, I start to feel pretty good, and they stay and do their whole workout. We can apply this to binge eating as well. So the next time you feel a binge coming on, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give yourself 10 minutes, okay? Don't want you to eat anything. Don't want you to cave into that craving. I don't want you to give in. Give it 10 minutes. Take a shower, brush your teeth, watch some of the movie you're about to watch, do some work, whatever you want to do. If after 10 minutes you still have that urge, that craving, okay, then enjoy something. Go enjoy some food. No guilt, all right? But here's what I found normally happens. When we set these rules, right, when we set these guidelines for ourselves to follow, it gives us a little bit more sense of control, all right? So we go, I'm going to give it 10 minutes, and that's the rule that I've set for myself. Mentally, you start to feel a little bit more in control, and by the time 10 minutes goes by, that craving has subsided. It's not as strong. It's not as powerful. You start to go, you know what, I just not really craving it anymore. It's gone. Wow, it's crazy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and BS you and say that this fixes binge eating, or this is going to curb all your cravings and you're never going to want to binge eat again. That would be completely false. But what this can do is it can help to deflect some of these binges. It can help get you in a better pattern, a better routine of saying no and sticking to the plan. Because here's what might happen. After 10 minutes, you might say, you know what? I don't feel the need to binge anymore, but I'm still a little bit hungry. So now I can go eat something that was on my plan. Or 10 minutes might go by and you might say, you know what, I'm really craving pizza. It's just been a while and I'm gonna have it, but 10 minutes went by and now I realize I don't need a whole pizza. I'm just gonna order a couple slices, right? A lot of good can come from this strategy. And so the next time you feel it coming out, I really want you to try it, put it into practice. If it doesn't work the first time, don't give up. Keep implementing this rule, the 10-minute rule, and I guarantee you will see improvement over time. All right, so last tip, and this is one that I just want you to always remember because this applies to everything related to health and fitness. There is no finish line. All right, I talk about this all the time. Oftentimes we treat health and fitness, we treat diets, we treat training programs, we teach weight loss, we teach muscle gain as this race to this virtual finish line, this destination, right, that we're somehow going to get to, and we're going to be happy and everything's going to be amazing and we're going to be this whole new person, and then we're done. But that's just not how it works. All right, fitness and health are a foundation that you need to live your life on. It's a never-ending journey. It's part of your life. If you want to live a long time, if you want to look a certain way, if you want to feel a certain way, if you want to be healthy, if you want to enjoy life to the max, fitness and health should always be a part of your foundation in your lifestyle. It's not a race. It's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a challenge. Sure, there are challenges that can get you in the right state of mind, that can get you on the right path. There are programs that are shorter time periods that can help you map out a good program, that can help you get better habits and routines and improve your lifestyle, improve your eating. But understand that if you screw up, if you binge, if you overeat, if you slip up on your diet, or you miss a workout, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You didn't slip up in a race and lose the race. You didn't fall off the mountain trying to climb Mount Everest. You simply tripped up. All you got to do is get up and keep going. It's that simple. Because life is going to keep going. Time is going to keep going. Fitness and health is a foundation for life. It's never ending. It's a journey. It's going to go on until the day you're done with life. So stop thinking that a screw up is the end of a race, is an ultimate loss. It's not like you're playing game 7 and you drop the ball and the other team wins. That's not how it works, okay? It's simply a small blip in the radar. It's a small, tiny fraction of time that you screwed up, and now all it takes is to get back on track. Keep that in the front of your mind. Every time you're not perfect with your diet, every time you eat too much, every time you miss a workout, and I guarantee mentally you're going to start to encourage yourself to get back up and keep going, because that's the only choice you have. Either quit or keep going. There is no race to win. There is no game to be played. It's simply a foundation for life. Hey guys, so that wraps up my how to stop binge eating, or how to work on binge eating, because let me just be real with you. Like I said, there might be more steps that you need to take. There might be more help that you need to seek. I just hope this video points you in the right direction, helps gives you some more clarity around how to go after and attack this problem. Like I said, myself and many people I know in the fitness industry have struggled with this. Big names, right? People who are in great shape. You never know, but they've had binge eating as part of their life and they still continue to struggle with it. So don't feel like you're alone. You're not alone. If you ever need help, you can reach out to me. My email address is in the description of this video. I'm happy to take any emails or any questions you have, share my experience, and give you more words of encouragement. If you found this video helpful, I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment below if there's any other topics like this that you want to see covered, or if this was super helpful. I'd love to hear from you. We have many other videos, so please feel free to explore the channel. We cover a lot of topics in regards to mental health, nutrition, and training. So please hit the bell below to get notified every time we release a video. Until next time, Josiah Novak, thetruetransformation.com. Talk to you soon.